Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sam Livecast. It's a big day here. It's round 2 of the preliminary Cook Your Way to Kauai competition.
Yeah.
How exciting, right?
Woo! Oh, yeah.
Thank you. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah,
Everybody, get excited.
Yeah.
It's a big deal here.
Well, we have a lot of people here. What's going on?
We got a lot of stuff going on. But let's introduce the contestants first, and then we'll look at the people that they brought with them. We just got to get the competition going. Ladies and gentlemen from... Where are you from?
San Diego.
From San Diego, California, it's Rico. Come on in. Go over here this way.
Yeah, Rico.
Go stand in the middle over there, Rico. How are you doing, man?
Great.
Look, hey, Lynn, do you have his pick?
Yeah, do.
Let's take a look at it. So Rico sent in panuchos, and I'll be honest, I looked at those. It was one of the early entries. I looked at those and I went, I want to eat those.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was a good way to start, right?
Very good way.
And so here's what we did. We took all of the people. Well, I'll talk about that later. Rico, thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for having me.
You excited?
Super excited.
Are you nervous?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
And have you practiced to time this out? Because you only have 30 minutes.
Actually, Angie, my wife,
Yes.
played your part Wednesday night.
Oh, she
did. Yeah.
That's smart.
Yes. Well, she's cuter than I am, so I hope it went well. And how did it go?
You know what? I had my doubters, but I proved them wrong.
Excellent. Well, we're not doubters. We're believers in you, but only based on a picture. So we're looking forward to something good.
Yeah, I'm not actually making the dish I entered with.
What are you making?
Given the time constraints,
I understand.
the dough that I make requires it to rise for at least 45 minutes, and the salsa with the dry peppers, they have to be reconstituted, so it takes that takes another 30, 45
There's
minutes as well.
a lot of fancy words being used by you over there, Rico. Let me ask: is this your way of psyching out Miriam, your competition for today?
Absolutely not. No, she's fantastic, I'm sure, in her own ways, and I look forward to the challenge.
No
Nice.
trash
Well,
talking yet. What the heck?
Let's bring her in right now, ladies and gentlemen, from University City in this right. University Heights. What do I know? It's Miriam. The first redhead we've had in the competition. There's Miriam's stuffed Greek burger, looking beautiful. I have a question.
Yeah.
Is that a leaf tattoo on your shoulder?
It's a peacock.
May we have a look?
Yeah,
Let's have a look. Wow, it's really there.
it's really there.
It's a peacock. Oh my God, I thought it was a leaf.
That's pretty freaking
And
sweet.
I couldn't tell. It looks like actual sort of leaves in that picture that we saw. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Right. Any other tattoos we should know about?
Not that I can.
Not that we can see. All right. Well, let me ask this question. Have you practiced your dish?
I have, but uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We ruined the mic. That's
Go
okay.
ahead, it's all good.
Yes,
You have practiced. Are you making the burger?
I am.
Looking forward to it. Delicious looking burger. I'll say that. Taste is going to be another thing. And here's what happens. Only one of you can win. But let's start the competition. I have in front of me my baby iPad. There's 30 minutes on the clock. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Maxie?
As
Right
much
here.
as
Let's
I
take a
will
look at
be.
this. Here we go. I'll push start. Ready and go.
Nice.
There we go. Go, you guys. Way you go. It's really interesting because the first round, the beginning was about as anticlimactic as this.
It was like, go.
Yeah, I wanted more stuff happening. I wanted people flying around the kitchen grabbing their stuff. They've unpacked everything that they've brought.
It's not MasterChef where you have to run to the pantry and go grab everything.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe on one of the challenges we'll have a pantry in the back, and they have to rush over there to go get it.
Oh, you know what? That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea.
I want people to feel
Perhaps
my
the
pain.
finale. We'll get there. We're going to get there. The finale is going to be at Perch, which is well, it used to be Fixtures Living, but it's now theperch.com, and that setup might be a little different. I can't wait. We'll have to do a little thinking about this. The preliminary round, ladies and gentlemen, goes like this. They have 30 minutes. They can make anything that they want. So Rico has thought this out, and he said, what the picture that he sent in would take too long. He's making something else. I have no idea what it is. Hey, Rico.
Yes.
What is it that you're actually making?
I am going to make a southern dish, shrimp and grits.
Oh,
Wow.
Shrimp and grits. Whoa.
Ever have them?
Love shrimp and grits.
You ever have those?
I make my own version.
You make your own version.
Yes. I can't wait to taste yours. And it
You
better
have
not.
the Rico version.
Hope it's not be better than mine, for God's sake. Max, I'm just going to face this clock over towards you in case you ever want to get a shot of it. That's fine. Well, so 30 minutes, and everything has to be made here. Once we picked the 8 contestants, and we had almost 60 entries. Once we picked 8 contestants and we set the times for them to come, we started getting questions about could they prep a sauce or a rub or things in advance, and we had to say no to that. You have to make everything.
Because here's the thing, like if you can prep a sauce, what's to prevent someone from prepping? I don't know, something else, pickles or whatever.
Wait, what's to prevent them from? I don't know that they've prepped the sauce if it comes in here already made.
That's true.
We have to see that this comes from their own hands, and that's what we're seeing today.
That looks good.
Look at that. That looks like olives, roasted red peppers, some kind of tapenade thing for the Greek burger. And I'm wondering, Miriam, is this going to be going? You can keep working if you want. Is this going to be going on top or in?
On top.
On top. There you go. Sounds right. I like the sound of this. I like what's going on here. So far, everything Rico's doing is at the sink. I'm anxious to get him cooking at some point, but we're going to see how this whole thing
I'm
goes
already
down.
cooking.
Oh, you're already cooking?
Yeah, I got the grits going.
Oh, you got the grits going. Okay.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen anything going on over there. Okay. It's exciting. It's exciting.
Max is waltzing right in there.
Yeah, Max is just getting it up in their grill, which he has to. So somebody just sent me this story, and I haven't actually, and I don't really want this to be a political show, but somebody sent me this. They couldn't quite believe it. And here's the headline of this article. Is Glenn Beck really going to fire employees for buying eco-friendly light bulbs and biodegradable spoons? Have you heard this, Mac? So
Wait,
you might have heard through the grapevine that Glenn Beck has a warning for all employees of his company. If you purchase eco-friendly products, is it eco or echo?
Eco. Definitely eco.
Hang on. Oh, my British assistant says it's eco.
Yeah.
I was hoping you might have sided with me. A, because you work with me, and B, because you're a Brit and you speak slightly different like I do as a Canadian. It's not happening. Eco.
Eco.
If you purchase these products, or so he threatened on his radio show last week in a hyperbolic manner to make a point about products found in his own studio that just don't work. Maybe it's a joke. He's a little whack, though, so...
Sarcasm?
A little.
I don't know. If anyone does anything in this company because of global warming, they're fired, he said. We will never, ever purchase a fluorescent light bulb for this building, not one. Can that be true?
No, that's got to be a little bit of sarcasm, right?
You know what? Part of me makes me think maybe it is sarcasm, but the other part of me makes me think that he's a little bit like that. In other news, Bobby Flay is closing his flagship Mesa Grill restaurant.
Where? Which one? The one in Vegas?
No, in New York.
Oh, New York. I'm sorry.
Mesa Grill, his first one.
Why?
Closing it?
He's closing it.
Shocking.
It opened back in '91 and paved the way for his rise to celebrity via the Food Network. There's been talk that he'll simply move it to another location.
I don't know, man. I dig that restaurant. I've been to the one in Vegas, and it's really good. I mean,
Yeah, is it?
you know when you eat his food, it's
Yeah.
it's kind of, I can see how like if you eat there all the time, you can be like a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Because he has very go-to things.
But it's is it still Southwestern in
yeah,
in style?
I would say so. But
And
I think,
hasn't that gone by way of the dodo bird, like the VHS machine?
I mean,
right?
look, Bobby Flay is always going to be Bobby Flay, and I think that he's going to want to stay true to his roots, and I think that no matter how trendy it is, he's got to stay with it because that's what he does really well, really, really well.
I guess you need to stick with that concept, but I don't know. It seems to me a little tired, but hey, I'm not. I don't have his level of celebrity, and I don't have a restaurant, so who the hell am I to say anything? Let's see what have we done. Miriam has mashed together in the food processor all that stuff. What else is in there? What have you got? What have you got in there? The tapenade.
Tapenade, it's just Greek olives, green olives, red pepper, and olive oil.
And olive oil. And then what else was in that bowl?
Onion, garlic, and parsley.
Got it. Okay. And that's all going on top.
No, that's going inside. Tapenade's on top.
Oh, the tapenade. Oh, sorry. I thought the tapenade was in that big bowl. I now see it off to the side. Okay.
Yeah.
That's going in the burger. You're going to mix that with your organic ground beef that I saw you brought. Rico's over there. He's got the grits cooking
Yes, sir.
away. I haven't seen anything happen with the. I do see him spilling on my stove, but
Yeah,
don't worry
I'm
about it,
fine.
man. Look at you got 30 minutes. No, you don't. In fact, have 30 minutes. You now have 23 minutes and 13 seconds, which is fine. Right? It's fine. I haven't seen anything happen with the shrimp yet, but the shrimp are going to go. I'm going to guess last minute. Am I right?
Yeah, you can't overcook shrimp.
Well, people do, but we don't want you to overcook them, and
People
we'll
do
have to
all the time.
We'll definitely call you out if you overcook them, right?
Absolutely.
And don't forget, you're not just cooking for me and Max. You're cooking for Master Chef Lynn in the other room, and you know what? He's the biggest ass when it comes to judging these.
Oh,
things.
whatever, dude.
He will rip you a new one. You will walk out of here crying.
I have learned from the best.
You have learned from the. Who would that be?
The best at ripping people?
Joe Bastianich.
Probably be Joe, yeah.
He's meaner than than Gordon Ramsay in this current version of MasterChef.
Oh, well, he's meaner for the sake of being mean.
Right. Somebody had to take
like,
that position, and it's obvious that Gordon is normally that, but I think that they were playing roles this time, and they said, no,
definitely.
you step back, you be a little bit more encouraging, and Joe's the one. Look at Max down there. He looks like never mind what he looks like he's doing. He was just squatting. That's all he was doing.
You know what we call that?
What do
we
we
call
call
that?
that?
Fob squatting.
Fob?
Yeah, because that's what all the Asians do.
FOB, like
Yeah.
fresh off the boat
Yeah,
squatting?
yeah. That's
And
what
they
the-
because now
I
at
don't
the
know why.
risk of sounding racist when I say this,
Okay.
Asians do that squat thing, and they seem to be very comfortable in it.
Yeah. I can't
It's true, right?
Yes.
I'm not making that up.
No, they're very comfortable. That's why they do it all the time.
And why is that? Why are they comfortable in that?
It beats me. I tried to squat like that, I think the other day. I was actually talking to someone who recognized me on the show, and they were sitting in their car, so I kind of like squatted next to their windows. And I could have sworn in about 2 minutes, like my right foot was completely numb. So I don't know why it's comfortable.
By the way, I shot some stuff with Qualcomm this week, and I had a long conversation with Tony that is in the corporate marketing department, and we were talking about MasterChef and you, and she goes, he just seems like he's so nice. And I said,
And you said no.
you nailed it on the head. He is that nice.
Oh, you are nice, sir.
And Rico said, you look like you could UFC fight. And I said, he might have the size, but he's like one of the nicest people I know, and couldn't pull that off.
I don't have it in me, man. I know a guy that does mixed martial arts, and
Yeah.
he has a whole new gear when he goes into the ring. It's just different.
You got to get your head in a place that, honestly, dude, and I mean this as a compliment, I don't think your head could go.
No, I don't think I'm that kind of person.
Right.
Yeah, and which is kind of fortunate because I am big, so I feel like
No, you are big.
could do some damage if I were violent.
Yeah, you probably could, but whatever it is. Hey, by the way, lest we forget, we've allowed our contestants to bring someone with them, and Rico brought his wife Angie. She's sitting over there on the couch. Little wave, Angie. We can't hear you, but you can wave. Kelly is doing the Jewish version of squatting right beside her. That's a J-O-B. Jewish off the boat, or whatever you call it. Georgie, my assistant in the middle, and then Nick, Miriam's boyfriend. There you go. Nick, who like Max, is in love with Adam Carolla. There's not that there's anything wrong with that. Little man crush is fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nick, nod your head yes or no. Do you have a bit of a man crush on Adam Carolla? That's an absolute yes. He has a bigger man crush on me, Miriam says. Well, I'll take that. I'm absolutely fine with that. What I'd like to know right now is I was invited to judge a taco competition at Catalina Offshore Seafood on September 21st. And the guy texts me and he goes, "Hey, do you want to be a judge in this competition?" I write back, "Absolutely." And then he writes back, "Awesome, I'll send you the details." So I go to put it in my phone, and I realize September 21st is Lynn and Stacy's wedding.
Are you serious? You just double booked on me?
No, I canceled, dude.
Okay.
I wrote him back. I go, I just realized I can't do it. I have a very important wedding to go to that day.
That means a lot to me, man.
So let's have a little wedding chat. How are we doing? We're
Um,
what? We're
We're-
less than 2 weeks out now.
It's about 2 weeks, yeah. Oh, great.
No, well, actually, this is airing on next
So it'll
Friday.
be less than 2 weeks, yeah.
So you're almost a week away. You're a week and a day away.
My heart kind of fluttered a little bit when you said that.
Yeah.
It's-
Are you ready?
I mean, I'm ready to get married.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get married to Stacy for a while.
Can I ask you this? How long have you been dating Stacy?
It will be 2 years in September.
And when did you know? When did you know that this could be the woman that you would spend the rest of your life with?
That's funny because I think we talked about that, and we kind of, none of us really, neither Stacy or I knew of this exact moment. However, I do know of the moment where I talked it over with her, and I kind of knew after the end of the conversation that I was pretty sure. And it was when we went to see her parents at their place for the first time. I had met her parents before that, but I think it was the first time I went to their house.
And this is in Phoenix?
No, they're in actually Northern California.
Northern California. Wait,
Yeah.
what was the Phoenix thing?
Phoenix.
Didn't you go to Phoenix?
No, she's from Austin, Texas.
Weren't there pictures of...
We've never been to Phoenix before.
Remember the brother that I was making fun of, the white T-shirt on the brother?
Yeah.
Wasn't that in Phoenix?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Did they vacation in Phoenix?
Oh, no, you're right. They have been to Phoenix.
That's why.
Their
I think
family
they're from
vacation
there.
was in
Okay.
Arizona. You're right.
Are their mics up?
Nope, that's down.
Okay, good. That's just loud.
That's as far as Daniels would go.
That's Rico using the Vitamix.
Yeah.
All right.
So we discussed it there, and then we kind of agreed that it was, a good thing to get married, and this was I think this was less than a year into the relationship. But yeah, that was the moment, and that was when I pretty much knew there was a track to go.
Right. Exciting, huh?
Very
Now
exciting.
here we are. We're a week away from the wedding, essentially. Everything's picked out.
See,
The food's done. The 3,000 people have been invited. Okay, it's not 3,000.
It's a lot of people.
It's 200 and what?
231.
Good Lord. Cal, how many were at our wedding? Put your head down just a little bit. Here, watch this. I can fix this.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
And we can't hear you, but tell me. We had 200 people. We did?
That's a lot.
I always thought we had like 150.
That's a lot.
Okay, shit. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
We had somewhere between 16 minutes left. Wow. 16. How do you feel, Rico? Right now, how do you feel? It's 16 minutes left.
Good.
Good. Miriam?
Okay.
Okay, that's
Okay.
not good, but it's an okay. All right, so the invitations are out. The people are coming. The gifts are starting to pour in.
Yeah. I
Right?
mean, look, we have the essentials to get married.
Correct.
All we got to say is I do and say
Right.
our vows, and we're good. I mean, if everything else goes bad, food doesn't show up, the beer doesn't pour,
You're still going to be married.
people might be a little miserable because,
No, it's fine.
but
hey,
we'll be
is
good.
what the hell was I just going to ask you? It just flipped out of my head. Talking about saying I do, getting married, food ordered, everybody ready. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. Uh-oh. Hear that?
What happened?
Take a look at what's going on with Rico.
There's something on one of the plates.
Oh,
Wait a second.
what is that?
Pass me that.
What
Sabotage.
What happened? What is that?
It smells like cumin.
It's spices, yeah.
It's really salt. This was in the stack of plates up there?
That was clean.
Yes.
I know.
Is that
Really
pepper?
salty.
Is that white pepper?
No, I don't know.
Oh, you don't own white pepper. That's right.
I don't know. Well, look at those burgers cooking on the flat top.
Those look good.
You know what? There's something about a flat top burger that's really delicious. And I think part of what makes it really good, it is a smart move on Miriam's part. I think part of what makes it really good is that it's sort of cooking in its own grease. And it sounds bad, but it's not a bad thing.
No.
It gets a good sear on it. It cooks in its own grease. It keeps it moist. Delicious. Those are beautiful looking burgers.
Are those whole garlic cloves in there?
Are there big chunks of garlic in there, Miriam?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't bake the
Look
dog.
at Haley. Haley's right there.
Haley getting in the way.
And she's cooking these on what, little ciabatta rolls? What are those?
They're just called panini rolls.
Oh,
but I
panini
think
rolls.
They're ciabatta.
They look ciabatta-ish.
They taste
Wow,
like
and they've been
ciabatta.
warmed in the oven. And you guys now have, you're under the halfway mark because at this point you now have 13 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Now,
That's exciting.
earlier we talked about who is more nervous.
Yeah.
And it seemed like Miriam was more nervous, but I think she's more calm now. No?
Well, let's do this. Rico and Miriam, on a nervous scale of 1 to 10, where are you right this second?
Right now, if I hadn't told you earlier I was making shrimp and grits, I'd serve you a poo-poo platter.
What does that mean?
About to grab-
It means you just turn it into easy appetizers?
Yeah, luckily I wore black underwear, so we're good.
No, I don't even want to hear that.
Oh my gosh. That's
Good
funny.
Lord.
That's
All right,
hilarious.
Miriam?
I'm okay now.
She's okay
Like,
now.
Yeah.
Are you better now than before?
Better now.
Yeah. You know, we talked about this. How many people I know personally that I said you should enter, and they
gosh.
said I could not do it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
What? I mean, look. It's what do you got to lose? I want to know that. Like how.
What they have to lose is their insides because they're so nervous about being on camera, Lynn.
I guess so. I mean,
That's what freaks people. Are those? Hey, Lynn, are their mics up?
yeah.
I feel like I hear Rico breathing, and I don't need to.
Got it.
Let's do this. Let's take a look at what the two contestants from the other day made.
Yeah.
We had Dina and we had Kevin. Dina made a coconut blueberry French toast with a coconut cream and a blueberry syrup, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Beautiful.
It was very beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Kevin made let me show me the picture. I can't even remember.
You
what
can't
the
even
hell they call
remember?
it. Oh, it was a pork tenderloin sandwich with grilled asparagus wrapped in pancetta. Prosciutto. I can't get that right. And you can't quite see it, but there's the white of mozzarella cheese in that.
Oh yeah, you can't really see it.
There-
It's
there's
kind of on the bottom. I think.
Clearly a rosemary component to it. Here's what I'll say about both, because it's easier to talk about them when they're not here. Our grading system is this: 10 points for taste, 10 points for plating, and 5 points for originality.
That sounds strangely familiar.
Is it the same numbering system they use at
Iron Chef. I think it's the same thing as Iron Chef. Yeah.
Iron Chef?
Yeah. I said uniqueness, but you said originality, which means that it's very Iron Chef.
Well, okay, so maybe uniqueness is the word, right?
I don't know.
Whatever it is.
It's the same principle, and it's
Right.
it's actually a very good grading scale because it hits on all the points that really matter to us.
Right. So I would say this. For taste, Kevin won hands down for me.
Mm-hmm.
For plating, Dina won hands down for me.
Now, we discussed this. Why was that?
Well, we can't go by your pictures.
Okay.
We don't have the shots of the way they came out on the plate. But Kevin's plating with the rosemary skewer stuck in it was a little, I don't know, 80s or hash house.
Yeah.
A restaurant here in San Diego that puts a giant ass spear of rosemary in everything.
Now, if Kevin's listening, it's not that we're hating. It looked good. I mean, don't get us wrong. It's not like it's terrible. I mean, some people don't really like it. But here's my kind of beef with that. It's not an edible garnish.
Right.
Not even close.
Here's the deal. If it's on a plate, you should be able to eat it. Nobody's going to pick
should.
that up and eat it. That's
Yeah.
the general rule. Plus, if it's on a plate, it should make sense. It's like having a sandwich. Those burgers look great, by
Wow.
the way, Miriam.
Thank you.
If it's on a plate, it should make sense, and you should be able to eat it. I don't get when you have like a sandwich and they put like an orange wedge on it. That doesn't. Why is that there?
No, I know. And the worst offenders are Asian people.
What does that mean? What do
Asian
you guys
restaurants
do?
like to put like inedible things. Like when you make, I've seen orange chicken plates where there's an orange rind somewhere in there. And here's the thing: you
Yeah.
can't eat it.
You
And
can't eat
It's
it,
gross
right.
if you eat it. So why put it? on
Somehow
there?
I'm more accepting of it in an Asian restaurant than I am, 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Wow. Less than a third of your time left, guys. Less than a third of your time. I don't know. So for me, it's all about that first bite. And Kevin's first bite made me say, I want a second and a third bite.
Mhm.
And Dina's first bite, it was nice. I liked it. It was very good. But I wasn't sort of compelled to eat a whole lot more.
Yeah, I think that's a very very accurate description of what happened. And
I mean, I'm just being honest,
Mhm.
you know. She
So-
was lovely. Would love everybody to win, but everybody can't win. Just like these two behind me. Rico or Miriam will show up in the semis
And
Not
someone's gonna
both
go
of
home.
them.
Someone's gonna go home.
Someone's got to go home.
Now, I wasn't involved in this process, but how'd you pick who went up against who? Was it kind of a random thing, or?
There was in the beginning there was some forethought.
Man overboard.
Oh yeah, we lost a. And what is that, sausage?
Yes, it is.
What kind?
Andouille sausage.
Andouille sausage.
Nice.
Oh, perfect accompaniment to the shrimp and the grits. In the beginning, the thought process was I didn't necessarily want to put like things together. There's couple of Asian-inspired dishes that I thought, we don't have to put those together. But then really it became like who could go up against who based on what their availability was. Because this is not Master Chef.
Yeah.
And, it's not a national show. We couldn't go like this. You have to be here this day. This is, say what? Oh, 7 minutes and 35 seconds, Rico.
Sweet. Okay, thank you.
You feeling good about that?
Yeah.
You don't have a choice,
Yeah.
man, do you?
That was
No.
such a.
Don't have a choice on that. So it became like, so-and-so can't make it on this day and somebody can't make it that way. I'm going away for a week, and I really, really wanted to get the preliminaries in and done and judged before I went away. So then we could concentrate on the semis. So after all the preliminaries, we're going to have 2 rounds of semis and then a finale. It's that simple. Competition kind of goes fast.
It's very simple. And
Yeah.
I last year when we did this and the finals were coming up, I couldn't wait because you knew that those were people who really had their game dialed in.
This is a lot tougher than I thought.
You hear Rico?
Yeah,
It's
just
a lot tougher than he thought.
It is tougher than you think, man. And then, I just can't wait for what people can come up with, especially when we throw some like weird constraints on them.
Right. Let me ask both of these guys behind me right now. What's the hardest part of it? Is it the time, or is it just having to do it with the pressure of making something good?
Before I got here, I thought it was the time, but now I think it's pressure.
It's pressure.
She's
Got
like
it.
really calm. She's like,
You
"Nothing."
seem pretty calm, I have to say.
It got done a lot faster this time than when I
Right.
did it at home.
Right. You got basically 6.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
And I said, look, we'll give allowances for heat because we can't eat everything at the same time.
Right.
But if it's ice cold, we're not giving allowances for that.
What are you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm putting on Kelly's bracelets. I don't really know why. Because they're sitting beside me. I don't even know why they're here. Hey, so we talked briefly, I think, about San Diego and the pizza. Look at the dogs. Gosh, they are so bored. Don't they look bored? Look at him. Lucky. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. No, he didn't know. He's going to look for his dad. Hi, baby. It's okay. Did we talk about
It's also a challenge.
Did we talk about the San Diego pizza thing?
No.
Okay.
What was the pizza thing?
TripAdvisor came out with a list of the top 10 cities for pizza in the country.
Huh.
I'll read you the list. Would you like to give a guess as to 1, 2, or 3?
New York, Chicago.
Max says New York, Chicago. Who else has good
In this
pizza?
order is going to be San Diego,
Yeah.
New York, and Chicago.
Yeah. Well, thanks for fucking up the game because I said San Diego. You could have played along a little bit with me. God.
I'm sorry.
Why do we do this?
Look, you and
Don't try and sound
Hey.
like you got all the answers.
Stop. Hold on 1 second. You know, both me and you read a lot of food news, man.
yes, we do.
I've read this before.
Well, maybe
somewhere.
you need to just hold back on that a little bit.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay. In the top 10, starting from number 10, Phoenix, Arizona, can't believe it's there. Philadelphia, that I guess I would have thought somehow might have been closer in this thing. I can see it being there. Indianapolis, number 8. San Francisco, number 7. Austin, Texas, number 6. Let's not forget, the worst food cities in the country, 5 of them were from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So Austin made the best pizza. Seattle, number 4.
Oh.
Number 5.
That's an interesting one for me.
New York City, number 4. You believe that?
That's
I don't think
4?
they can believe that.
So who's 1, 2, and 3 now?
Number 3, Boston, Mass.
No way. Get out of here.
So what does that make? That needs number 2 and number 1.
I mean, Chicago, right? It's got to be up there. We didn't say Chicago yet.
Chicago is not number 2.
Which
Las Vegas, Nevada is number 2.
What What kind of list is this?
And San Diego is number 1. And we live in San Diego. I've had pizza here that I thought was good. I don't think I can ever trust anything on TripAdvisor again.
I can actually name you probably 5 really, really good pizza places in San Diego off the top of my head.
All right, go.
Okay, so
you're not in agreement?
one is Project Pie.
Never been.
Project
Maybe I'm
Pie's
not getting out enough.
Project Pie is really good.
Yes.
Urban. I haven't been. But
Yeah, I've had Urban. I think
I've heard
Urban's
everybody's-
good.
And then we've had Blue Ribbon Pizza, which is
Blue
up in
Ribbon
Encinitas.
Pizza I hear is great.
And then we have like good Chicago places like Lefty's.
Wait,
and
look
we
how
have-
much time we have left.
How much time?
3 minutes. And
Gonna
it
be good?
smells fantastic in here. It really does. We're getting close. Miriam looks like she's done. 3 plates she's got in front of her. Rico's not quite there yet. Shrimp are coming off his saute
Whoa,
pan.
3 minutes, Rico.
Sorry, Lynn, keep going.
So, and then we have really good just Chicago places like Lefty's and
What about
Berkeley.
what about Bronx?
Bronx. I heard is really good.
What about what's the
Bronx.
place in Solana Beach, Max?
Pizza Port.
No. Buongiorno's.
Oh yeah,
And those are New York style,
heard good things about that
finish, crust, crispy, delicious places. But I can't believe that Chicago didn't make this list. I can't believe that New York is only number 4 and not higher. And I can't believe that we're number 5, that we're number 1.
I can believe it. I think per capita we have a lot of really good pizza places, and that's kind of the thing. Like,
And I hate to be dissing all these joints, man. I mean, I feel bad that I'm saying these things. What'd you say? 2 minutes. Less now. 1 minute and 54 seconds. There's Kelly over there on the couch, and Kelly said at the end of the last competition, the end of the first round, she goes, I hate competition. She said to me, do you have to pick somebody? I think she'd rather not be here. So when we picked Kevin over Dina last time, were you looking? Did you notice that she looked sad? Did he look happy? He looked the same all the way through, I think.
yeah,
I don't think he showed any emotion whatsoever. Kelly doesn't like to think about how they're thinking. So Rico, you got a bread knife over there, brother. I showed you where it is.
I'm
Too
just
late
trying to
now.
hurry up right now.
1 minute and 16 seconds.
Oh my gosh, we're
He's,
gonna make it?
he's wiping the sweat off his forehead. You see what he did, Lynn? He didn't use the rag that he's going to clean plates with. He used the arm of his chef jacket. There you go, just like that. Just like that. And look at Dina now. She's just chilling.
Who?
She's over there. Oh, sorry. Miriam is over there now just chilling. She's ready. She's got nothing to do.
Hey,
there
we're
we
gonna
go.
get those
Little
plates
sauce
out, Rico?
going down.
We can't judge what's not on there.
You better get it on. You've got 45 seconds left. Here he goes. He's going to make it.
Is he?
As they say in Chopped, just get it on the plate. Just get it on the plate. We can't judge it if it's not there.
Oh,
33 seconds. 3
is going
finished
on?
plates. 3 of them. 29, 28. This is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. This is what this competition is all about. One of these 2 people is going to move ahead and be able to go into the semi-competition.
count them down.
And then, when I get to 10, I will. And then, if they move ahead, they'll go into the finale, and they have the potential to bring a person with them and go to Kauai with the Sam Livecast. Rico, you have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time is up.
Oh.
Raise your hands. Wow. Sweating. How do you feel, folks? Rico, how do you feel?
Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Glad it's done.
Miriam, you're glad it's done?
Yeah.
All right.
that
This is great. Uh-oh, Max just tripped. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We're going to take a short break. Don't go away. When we come back, the eating, the judging, and then we'll find out who will go ahead to the semis, cook your way to Kauai on the Sam Livecast. All right, we're about to taste, but you may have noticed that Rico was using We Olive or Bikina extra virgin California olive oil, and that's because we love them. It is the best. I mean, I'm telling you,
It's
it
really
is
good.
crazy good. WeOlive.com. Go there, check out what they've got. When you hit shop now online, when you go to checkout, put my name, Sam. You get 10% off anything they have. And I think that's a great thing to do, but I always say the best thing to do. Oh, hey, I'm working over here. Stop with the bags, Rico. Don't piss me off now. I haven't eaten your shrimp and grits yet. I think the best thing to do is go to one of their stores, have them teach you about olive oil, because if you don't know the difference between extra virgin and regular olive oil, you need the education. You need to know why it's more expensive, but why it's just a world of difference between regular olive oil and what other people have. And We Olive only has California certified extra virgin olive oils.
Quick little note on extra virgin olive oil that you might find in Safeway or Vons.
Yes.
Essentially, there are loopholes that European and Asian corporations use to completely fool the consumer into thinking you're getting extra virgin olive oil.
Oh, that's true.
When in fact you're getting complete shit.
By the way,
Passed off as extra virgin.
just let me say, you don't have proof that the two supermarkets that you mentioned have that.
I
just
do.
meant supermarkets in general.
Actually, there is Safeway brand extra virgin olive oil that is not extra virgin.
Well, there you go. They will never be a sponsor of the show, but thank you for that, Max. We've been talking to them lately. All right, here we go. It's time to judge.
All right.
Okay, hey, Rico, cut it out for a second. For God's sakes, he's like a 5-year-old over there. All right, Rico, tell us what we're about to eat. We're going to look at your plate in the camera. We're going to see it, and now tell us what we're about to eat.
I made shrimp and grits. It's a traditional southern dish. My variation on it is that I add a jumbo scallop and the andouille sausage. Typically, the dish is shrimp and grits alone, but the andouille sausage, the spice adds actually a touch to it, and
And tell me
scallop is a nice finish.
And tell me what this little sauce is.
The sauce is it's a tomato sauce base with I make a sofrito, which is sautéed garlic, bell peppers, and seasonings.
Right.
And it's a good base that complements the creaminess of the grits, and I think just goes well with the entire dish.
I like it. I like it. Nicely cooked shrimp.
Yeah, nice
Not
cook on the
overcooked.
proteins. Very nice cook on the proteins.
We were digging it
Right.
back here.
We're digging a lot, right?
Good creamy grits.
Okay. Miriam,
Yes.
let's check out what you've done here. Explain
So-
what we're about to eat.
You have a feta cheese stuffed Greek burger with a Greek and green olive roasted red pepper tapenade on a ciabatta bun.
I'm just going to get a knife and cut.
Yeah.
Do you guys, boys, do you want a knife for the burger?
Sure.
Hold on, I'll have Kelly bring one.
All right, dish number 2.
So you put a little tapenade on the side, but the tapenade is also on top of the burger.
Yeah. It's pretty salty, so as much as you want.
Right. So,
And wait, we're adjusting for heat.
Yeah. I mean, we
Okay.
can't, like heat as opposed to spice heat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what, yes.
Right. Right. I see feta inside of this. Burger looks like it's nicely cooked. I see still a little bit of pink. Super moist. And now a bite. It's not going to be easy. I like the tapenade on here a lot. I like the feta inside, and obviously both those clowns are eating because they're not saying a damn thing.
Wait,
Look at them in
give
there.
us a second. It's not easy,
What
man.
is your asking? Give me something. Do you guys need napkins? Because I certainly do. But you know what?
Wow. Okay. That just
It's pretty messy.
made everything a lot tougher.
Yeah, it's easy when one.
All right, so now that we've tasted, we're going to reconvene.
Right. Give us 30 seconds or whatever it takes.
Well, we're done back here.
You're still eating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming in.
Okay.
All right, this is the part of the show, ladies and gentlemen, where we have to choose one of these two. We choose between Rico's shrimp and grits with andouille sausage and the scallop that was a surprise in the middle, or Miriam's feta stuffed burger with the olive tapenade on top. I hate doing this. I hate to do this. Let's see. Rico, we loved your dish. We felt like some of the shrimp and the scallop could have used a little seasoning, and the sauce, while delicious, needed a little I think a little more spice or a little more a little more spice or seasoning to it would have pushed it up a bit. Miriam. Well, Miriam, you won this competition. I mean, I just looked down. I looked down to criticize it, and I couldn't. So really, Rico, you were so. It was I'm not saying this to spare feelings, but you were super close. I think seasoning might have been the thing that could have pushed you up.
Cool.
And then, it would have been a toss of a coin at that point for me. And I think the boys. Am I right, boys?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to say in the back?
No, her dish looked really good, and I thought the 30-minute time window was going to be sufficient, but it's doing multiple things in a different kitchen does hinder your timing a little bit. At least for me. So
it's tough, but look, you're not leaving here with nothing. You're leaving here with your Sam Livecast chef jacket.
Absolutely.
As messy as it is, it will always be a reminder of the fun that you've had here today.
Yeah.
And
we'll try again next year.
And we've enjoyed having you here, Rico. Thank you very much, Miriam.
Thank you for having me.
Sorry for you, but you now have to come back and can we see Miriam? Thank you. You now have to come back and put up with us once more, and that'll be the semis. And the semis are not you get to make what you want. We're going to tell you what you have to make.
Oh.
You're going to have a little time to figure it out.
Good.
And that means that Nick is going to come back here too. Nick and his love of Adam Carolla. So you and Max can talk about all that later, Nick. You guys, this is only the end of the first half of the preliminary round. Monday we will start another one. You'll get to see two more people compete right here behind me. This is the Sam Livecast. We love this competition. It's the second time we've done this. We can't wait. It gets more fun every time we do it. Don't miss out what comes up next. Lots more fun, lots more cooking. Thanks for hanging out with us. Tell your friends. We want you to do that. Right, Max?
Yep.
They're eating. I hear plates. Stop it now. What? We have work to do.
What?
Thanks for being here with us. We'll see you next time.